Please stand for the pledge. Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Fastly, roll call, please.
Counselor Augsburger, Counselor Bronson,
Counselor Bronson, you are muted.
How's that?
Count-
Can you hear me now?
yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm here.
Counselor Hagee,
Here.
Counselor Richards,
Here.
Counselor Sanchez,
Here.
President Pro Tem Thorstad,
Here.
Mayor Coleman.
Present. Let the record show that we have 6 present and 1 absent. Moving on, the first item on the agenda is consent agenda, approval of minutes.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Cecily, please call for a vote.
Counselor Richards,
Yes.
Counselor Sanchez,
Yes.
President Pro Tem Thorstad,
Yes.
Mayor Coleman,
Yes.
Counselor Augsburger, I'm sorry, absent. Counselor Bronson,
Yes.
Counselor Hagee.
Yes.
Let the record show that we have 6 ayes and no nays to approve the consent agenda. Moving on, we have no recognition of visitors, nobody online.
Nobody's raising their hand.
Next item is new business, request for council action, resolution number 12 for 2026.
Yeah, Madam Mayor, Council, this RCA is actually pretty straightforward despite the title. So Oregon law actually requires every single county within the state to adopt what is called a deadly physical force plan. The plan lays out how law enforcement agencies respond and investigate every use of deadly physical force in the county. Back in 2019, Lynn County came together and updated this plan, and most of the revisions back then were basically administrative changes, reorganizing the document, updating statutory references, and just making sure that everything aligned with current law in Oregon. So there really weren't any major operational changes for Sweet Home PD. Recently, Lynn County DA Doug Martini discovered that while Sweet Home participated in the process back then, we don't appear to have a formal council acknowledgement in our records. So what they're asking us to do tonight is essentially just clean up that administrative piece and formally acknowledge our participation in those 2019 revisions. This doesn't change how the PD operates. It doesn't create any new costs. It doesn't change any policies that are currently in place. It's really about just closing a documentation gap that was identified in our records review. And so staff recommends approval of this resolution, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions of counselors? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 12 for 2026. Any discussion? Hearing none, Cecily, please call for a vote.
Counselor Sanchez, yes. President Pro Tem Thorstad,
Yes.
Mayor Coleman,
Yes.
Counselor Bronson,
Yes.
Counselor Hagee,
Yes.
Counselor Richards.
Yes.
Let the record show that we have 6 ayes and no nays to approve resolution number 12 for 2026. Next item, request for council action approving the renewal of workers' compensation insurance.
Yeah, Madam Mayor, Council, this one's also pretty straightforward. As you're probably aware, every employer in Oregon is required to carry workers' comp insurance to be self-insured. We've been insured through SAFE for, actually, this year makes it 100 years that the city has been with SAFE, and our policy expires June 30th. The premium for next year is estimated to be just over $62,000. So because it crosses that $50,000 threshold, it, requires us to bring it to council for any approval. We looked at the options and we recommend renewing with SAFE. And so it keeps us compliant with all of the state laws and would avoid any lapse in coverage. So with that, staff recommends the approval, and I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
I think I saw a plaque in your office that we've been with them for 100 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, interestingly enough, they Key Seckers reached out to us because they're the ones that manage our insurance through SAFE, and they said, yeah, there's somebody from SAFE that wants to come down and give you guys a plaque because it's very rare to see somebody be with SAFE for 100 years. So yeah, it was kind of cool.
It's kind of funny. Any questions of counselors?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
Counselor Bronson has his hand up.
Great. Cool.
My question is, what was the rate for last year? We know this one's 2,000. What was this one? Just a question of curiosity.
Yeah, I don't have that number in front of me, Counselor Bronson, but I can always look that up and get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions of counselor? I'll entertain a motion.
So moved as recommended.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the renewal of workers' comp insurance with SAFE. Cecily, please call for a vote.
President Pro Tem Thorstad,
Yes.
Mayor Coleman,
Yes.
Counselor Bronson,
Yes.
Counselor Hagee,
Yes.
Counselor Richards.
Yep.
Counselor Sanchez.
Yes. Let the record show that we have 6 ayes and no nays to approve our workman's comp. And moving on, ordinance and bills. We have a third reading of ordinance number 1 for 2026.
So let me get there. Ordinance Bill number 1 for 2026, ordinance number 1339, an ordinance amending the official zoning map.
Okay. We have this before us, counselors. If there are any questions or comments, please feel free to ask them now. If there are none, I will entertain a motion to approve this ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 1 for 2026. Any discussion? Cecily, please call for a vote.
Mayor Coleman,
Yes.
Counselor Bronson,
Yes.
Counselor Hagee,
Yes.
Counselor Richards.
Yep.
Counselor Sanchez.
Yes.
President Pro Tem Thorstad.
Yes.
Let the record show we have 6 ayes and no nays to approve ordinance number 1 for 2026.
And Mayor Coleman, if I may, to answer Counselor Bronson's question about the workers' compensation, last year's premium was $45,661.21.
So
Thank
we
you.
went from 45,600 to 62,000.
Correct.
Thank you.
Moving on to the next item on the agenda, reports of committees. We have one set of meeting minutes from a committee. Are there any counselors that would like to report from their assigned committees? Hearing none, department reports. We have a couple of department head reports in our packet this evening. Are there any questions from counselors or comments? I only have one. I'd like to say thank you to city staff, whoever implemented the texting before water turnoffs. It seems like it actually was a huge benefit to people. The drop off in water turnoffs, was incredibly pronounced. And I'm just grateful for you guys' forward thinking on making that happen. So thank you to staff for doing that. I'm sure it saves public works time as well. So
And that was Finance Operations Manager Cindy Robeck.
good job, Cindy.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
Counselor Bronson is requesting to speak again.
On the, reading down through things here, and in particular on behalf of Public Works, the job that Dominic and Greg are doing. I just read through, the month of, May, and I just gotta say outstanding, just outstanding. Keep up the good work.
I was going to put this in my mayor's report, but since we're talking public works right now, I just want to say again, thank you for the bench at Clover Park. I saw some elderly women on a walk the other day, and they were taking a break by sitting on the bench and looking at the flowers. So good job, guys. Appreciate that. Next item on the agenda, reports of city officials, city managers report.
Yeah. Just a few things to highlight. So this coming Saturday will be our Jim Beam Safety Fair. It's going to be at Sankey Park from 9 a.m. to noon. We have, a lot of things going on there. We have bike rodeo, hot dogs, raffles, other activities for families and kids. And so just want to encourage the community. If you're available this Saturday, we would love to see you down at Sankey. And then also, if anyone who's been saving up their documents to have shredded, the shred truck is actually going to be in front of the PD during that same time. So we just wanted to make it a little bit easier for folks to pull up and be real close to the shred truck and dump their documents to be shredded. So that's going on this weekend. Also want to highlight Movies in the Park on this coming Friday. It's our first one for this year. It's going to be at 7:30 p.m. The kids will have some activities, and then right about dusk, we'll get the movie started. So if you are available this Friday evening, we would love to see you at Movies in the Park. And then I just wanted to highlight later this month, June 22nd through 25th, we're going to have our dumpster days. So we're going to have dumpsters set up in the back of the City Hall lot, just to make it a little bit easier for people to kind of come in and circle around. And basically, we're going to have 4 dumpsters per day. And that's going to run from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or until all of the dumpsters are filled. So, take advantage of this opportunity. It was really successful last year, and so we're excited about doing it again this year.
Any questions of counselors?
Well, Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I was just wondering, do citizens need to bring ID or something showing that they live here for that?
Adam, what did we do last year? Because you were.
Yes. So anyone that participates, because this is paid for with our tax dollars, they have to pay Sweet Home taxes. So anyone that is inside of Sweet Home city limits just needs to bring a photo ID that shows their address.
Any other questions of counselors? Hearing none, the next item on the agenda is the mayor's report. And I just want to say that I heard from Mr. Kevin Strong, actually, at Rotary today, that the community of Sweet Home provided almost $1 million in scholarships and prizes to graduating students this year. And I just think that's amazing. We live in a wonderful community, and that's impressive. I also heard that 152 of the 185 seniors attended the Safe Party. So I just think, wow, what a fun time they must have had. And thank you to the community for caring about our students. I think that's awesome. I also want to say the Sweet Home Early Literacy Program wrapped up their first year. And I haven't had final numbers yet, but I heard from one kindergarten teacher that every single student in her class is at reading level, which has not happened before. So I just think that's a huge success. And thank you to all of the people that volunteered with that. Counselor Bronson was one of those. So if you ever want to impact a child, talk to me. I'll get you connected to being a reading buddy. And that's the end of my mayor's report. Any council business for the good of the order? Hearing none, I will adjourn at 6:43 p.m.